Chapter 8. Pet Peeved. Amelia Bedelia checked her windowsill as soon as she got up the next morning. The banana was gone. She raced downstairs and ran outside to look for the peel, and there it was. She picked it up so her father wouldn't slip again. She was so excited she didn't know what to do. The banana had been peeled exactly the same way that the monkeys peeled their bananas on the TV show. At breakfast, Amelia Bedelia's mother and father told her it was okay for her to build a zoo as long as one of them was at home and as long as everyone that helped had permission to be at Amelia Bedelia's house. Also, no dangerous pets. "That's great," said Amelia Bedelia. "Mom, will you get me more bananas, please? Like a big bunch of bananas." "More bananas?" said her mother. "You already eat 2 a day." "She may look like Amelia Bedelia," said her father, "but she's actually a monkey that escaped from a zoo. Do you know they still haven't caught that fella?" Amelia Bedelia froze, like prey caught in the open. Her dad had guessed what she had been thinking. Did her dad know something that she didn't know? Then she remembered her rule number 1. If you don't know what to say, ask a question. "Dad, do you know how a monkey eats a banana?" she asked. "With relish," said her father. "Yuck," said Amelia Bedelia. "A banana with relish would taste terrible. Save it for the hot dog." Amelia Bedelia grabbed a banana from the fruit bowl and showed her dad how to peel it using the monkey method. "Amazing," said her father. "Who knew?" He cut up the banana and put it on a cereal. "I was thinking," said Amelia Bedelia, "that I could offer my friends bananas for a snack this afternoon. They're healthy." "I'm glad to hear you say that," said Amelia Bedelia's mom. "I'll get you a bunch." And that is how Amelia Bedelia's rule number 2 was born. Include the word healthy in your request or comment, and grown-ups will automatically agree. That afternoon after school, Amelia Bedelia and her friends worked on Pet Alley and the rainforest habitat. They made signs and installed a hose in the apple tree. They got a ton done, but soon it was time for everyone to go home and do homework. Amelia Bedelia was just heading upstairs when she heard a commotion in the kitchen. It was her father, and he was not happy. He was holding something behind his back. "Young lady," her father began. This is not a good sign in Amelia Bedelia's experience. "I was searching for an after homework before dinner treat. I had my heart set on ice cream, a morsel of rocky road perhaps, and instead I find roadkill lizard." He held up a plastic bag with a frozen gecko. "That's Georgie," said Amelia Bedelia, "a gold dusty gecko from Madagascar." "I don't care if it's Robin Hood from the Sherwood Forest," said her father. "He does not belong in our freezer. What if your mom had found this thing?" "Oh, I forgot it was in there," said Amelia Bedelia. "I need him for my zoo." "Zoo? He's frozen stiff." Amelia Bedelia explained everything, including Clay's idea to freeze Georgie in a block of ice that would be placed on a bird bath pedestal. Amelia Bedelia's father shook his head and then smiled. He glanced out the window at the driveway. "We don't have much time," he said. "Mom just went to run a quick errand and she'll be back any second." They made a good team. Amelia Bedelia's dad acted like a surgeon performing a delicate operation, and Amelia Bedelia was the nurse. "Milk carton," he said. Amelia Bedelia handed him a large carton of milk from the fridge, and he poured the milk into a pitcher. Then he opened the carton at the top, sponged it out, and held it under the faucet. "Water," he said. Amelia Bedelia turned on the faucet and filled the carton with water. "Lizard," he said. "Gecko," said Amelia Bedelia, correcting him, and she handed Georgie in a plastic bag. "Oh, no," said her dad. "This is your zoo. You get to do the honors." Amelia Bedelia made a face as she looked at her father and then at the flattened frozen gecko in the bag. She sighed and opened the bag and extracted him by the tail. Then she lowered Georgie into the milk carton, head first. Georgie fit perfectly. "Tape," said her dad. He closed the end and taped it shut. Then he buried it in the back of the freezer. "I hid him behind a frozen chunk of your grandmother's fruitcake. That will frighten off anybody." Amelia Bedelia agreed. Her fruitcake is scarier than a dead lizard. "Gecko," said her father, correcting her. Just then the back door swung open. Amelia Bedelia's mother came in with the groceries. "What's that pitcher of milk doing on the counter?" she said. The carton was leaking," fibbed Amelia Bedelia's father. "Dad notices all kinds of things," said Amelia Bedelia. Her father winked at her. Amelia Bedelia winked back. Amelia Bedelia's mother started unpacking groceries. "Honey, I half expected you to catch sneaking a bowl of Rocky Road when I came in," she said. "Sweetheart," he said, "I'm shocked that you would think that." "Sorry," she said, giving Amelia Bedelia's father a hug. "Good news, lamb chops were on sale." "Ooh, they're my favorite," he said. While her parents were discussing recipes, Amelia Bedelia reached into the fruit bowl and broke off 3 bananas. Hiding them behind her, she backed out of the kitchen. She didn't give those lamb chops a second thought. If she had, she would have realized that they're bad news.